By the way, me showing you all this information stresses the importance of why it's important to join a community, because in our community, this information is shared, where we keep our students and our members in the loop with what's actually happening behind the scenes. Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. In today's video, we're going to do a quick CASPER update. I'm going to show you guys how the fundamentals surrounding CASPER, the FUD surrounding IPW was just a distraction, what the correlation actually was as to why CASPER depreciated in value over the past couple of trading sessions, and how it has significantly increased since then, the correlation between CASPER and the DXY, and then going over some fundamentals from the CEO of CASPER Labs and some artificial intelligence information from Goldman Sachs. So make sure that you stick around for the entirety of this video breakdown. I cannot stress enough, ladies and gentlemen, that this piece right here on X from Mickey Dorr, there's so many other fundamentals out there that you can go and follow on X, but this was just one of the most phenomenal ones where he said, had a feeling the IPW issue was purely to FUD the weekend so the bigger investors could buy cheap. This is an absolute fact. If you guys are not too familiar with what happened in CASPER over the past, let's just say 2 or 3 weeks, back in January, we had a major partner of CASPER file for bankruptcy, IPW, and that swept the X and YouTube space all across the board, creating massive amounts of FUD. I was going to sit here and sift through some of the bullcrap fundamental pieces and tweets that came out from that day, but a lot of people were saying that the sell-off in CASPER happened particularly because of the IPW debacle, which is 110% incorrect, and I'm going to show you that today. But just to show you guys that we're not here bandwagoning or following CASPER just because it increased in value now, I want to go back in our private CYPRX community chat, where in the private CYPRX monthly subscription service, we give every single weekend our dollar cost average positions on specific digital assets. You can see on Saturday, February 3rd, we gave an update on CASPER in particular, where I said that I will be looking to plug capital into CASPER anything below 3.5 cents. If we go look at the CASPER charts, where that price action analysis was sent with my dollar cost average levels, you can see that looking down at the bottom of the charts, Saturday, February 3rd, this is where price action was, roughly speaking, at around 3.5 cents. This red line is where 3.5 cents was. So the private CYPRX community members, on the day that I gave my dollar cost average positions on CASPER, had plenty of time to accumulate CASPER underneath 3.5 cents, just to show you guys that I'm not just following CASPER because it recently had a pump, that we've been involved in CASPER for some time. Every single time CASPER price dips, I personally buy more. I have a firm belief that CASPER is going to perform well. To what extent in the next bull market cycle, I'm not here to debate. I just have a firm belief that it's going to be a significantly higher price than what it is valued at now. So since the specific date of February 3rd, when I gave those dollar cost average levels out to the private CYPRX community, CASPER has since then increased over, let's just measure this out, roughly about 14% with where price is at now. Now, check this out. So I typed into Perplexity, what day did IPW file for bankruptcy? You can see that it says IPW filed for bankruptcy on January 4th, 2024. Now, if we go over and look at the charts again, you can go and track this stuff yourself. This is when CASPER sold off. Significantly enough, I can understand why the vast majority of people thought that IPW was what caused this decline in CASPER's price action. Here you can see this green circle is the week that IPW filed for bankruptcy. However, the decline on CASPER initially started way before then, so that's talking point number one, is that the initial decline on CASPER actually started all the way at the beginning of January on the 4th, where the CASPER price action topped out at roughly around 5.5 cents, as you can see here. But why did this further decline in CASPER's value happen? Check this out. On Monday, January 2nd, if we have pulled up on the right-hand side correlations with the DXY, we can see that DXY strength, we know that DXY strength tends to cause a decline in the valuation of risk assets, or tends to put pressure on risk assets. Well, at the same exact time, on Monday, January 2nd, that the DXY bottomed out and created a higher low, and bullish order flow after that, i.e. higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low formation, was the same exact time that we saw outflow of risk assets like CASPER. So this decline had nothing to do with IPW. How do we know that? Looking at where price action is at now, we can see that current price action on CASPER has completely engulfed where the IPW quote unquote sell off, i.e. the retail herd thinking that that's why CASPER sold off, happened. So if we zoom in on the CASPER charts, you can see that CASPER has completely engulfed the 24th of January, the day that IPW filed for bankruptcy. Again, showing you all that this had absolutely nothing to do with why CASPER declined in value. So anybody that holds CASPER that may have potentially fallen victim to the FUD and sold their bags when CASPER sold off, what you should have been doing is doing your research and understanding how undervalued the digital asset CASPER is. So just showing you guys that here at CYPRX, we're buying in this level. We've seen an increase in our overall portfolio when dollar cost averaging into CASPER. CASPER has now increased in value comparable to where it was at during the IPW initial bankruptcy filing. I want to take your attention to something that the CEO and co-founder of CASPER Labs said. This was on a PDF shared in the private CYPRX community from the DLT Science Foundation. This is from 2024, the Global Protocol Report. Now, check this out. You can see Protocol Chapter 5, introducing top protocols. CASPER is labeled as one, along with many others like Hedera. We also have the Graph. We have XDC network, and the list goes on. So what he said to be paying attention to, actually, first, we're going to state this. It says blockchain and AI are not orthogonal technologies. They are actually complementary, which leads me back to a video clip that a gentleman said on a panel discussion that artificial intelligence and cryptocurrencies are the next major technological transformation.
But to answer your question, I fundamentally believe that there are two major revolutions taking place in technology. Distributed computing, Web3 crypto, and then machine learning, AI, AGI. And I think as we go forward, those two technologies are going to increasingly intertwine and intersect with each other at a variety of levels, everything from how you document the accuracy of information to the usability of some of the technology, to even the economic systems that will exist within them. And we can get into that in a little bit more.
They're going to completely transform the financial industries, the global financial infrastructure all across the board. But look at what the CEO of CASPER Labs said. It has become clear, and this, by the way, why I'm reading this to you guys, is just to confirm that this gentleman right here has a high level understanding of what's happening behind the scenes. So make sure that you're paying attention. It's become clear that AI, like blockchain, is here to stay. And in the case of both technologies, we've barely scratched the surface when it comes to realizing its ultimate potential. We are at a crossroad, and the decision that we collectively make in the coming months and years will have significant and long-term implications. The individuals and organizations that will make an exponential impact on our future would be remiss to overlook the incredible potential that AI and blockchain offer for the ushering in of a more equitable and promising future. That is a massive statement. Now, again, this is from a 2024 document. I want to take your attention to another document that was shared in the private CYPRX group chat. By the way, me showing you all this information stresses the importance of why it's important to join a community, because in our community, this information is shared, where we keep our students and our members in the loop with what's actually happening behind the scenes. We see the CEO of CASPER Labs tapped in to the information that AI, blockchain, and digital assets are going to revolutionize the global financial infrastructure moving forward. We also showed you guys that we were calling dollar cost average positions on CASPER, buying up everybody's fear, and now we've seen a significant increase in our portfolio from where we were buying in at. Tapping in to what this gentleman said right here, I'm not going to butcher his name, but the CEO of CASPER Labs, check this out. This is directly from a PDF shared in our private CYPRX group chat from Goldman Sachs, labeled Navigating the AI Era. This just goes to show that this gentleman right here is tapped into what these large financial institutions are paying attention to. Do you all see? So check this out. What does it say right here? The net result is a new technology era poised to transform nearly every industry, sector, and job function. This is coming from Goldman Sachs. So if you have more credentials than Goldman Sachs representatives or individuals at Goldman Sachs, speak up or forever hold your peace. Most likely you, the retail individual listening to this, does not. And look at what they're saying. While early adoption and investments are already here, Goldman Sachs research experts, the material macro effects of Gen AI are still a few years out. This is confirming that we are early, people. So if you go look at a digital asset again that is undervalued like Casper, and you can see what the freaking CEO is saying and how everybody was flooding Casper, but now price has significantly increased from where the FUD was taking place at due to macro conditions, i.e. weakness in the US dollar that we saw today, causing strength in risk assets, completely outweighing the FUD that caused this quote unquote sell-off on Casper, when in reality it had nothing to do with that. You can see the big picture. Casper will be, in my personal opinion, a top performer in the next bull market cycle. To continue this and end this video breakdown, it says, all with major tech disruptions, there is an uncertainty as to the ultimate timeline of increased adoption. Key vocabulary: uncertainty. In past tech epochs, such as the advent of the PC, productivity effects only became markedly clear when roughly half of US businesses had adopted the technology. The revolutionary capabilities of Gen AI underscore its potential to fundamentally alter the long-term investment and economic landscape. So again, key vocabulary: uncertainty. What did we see given the IPV disruption? Uncertainty in the market, people flooding out, people selling their positions, getting scared. You need to zoom out and have a long-term perspective, okay? Understand where this market asset class is headed. Last but not least, it says enterprise transformation. AI will drive a new wave of enterprise transformation across all industries and almost all job functions over the next decade. Now, compare that with what this gentleman said. AI and blockchain offer for ushering in a more equitable and promising future. Pay attention to detail. This is why we share this information in our private CYPRX group chat. This is why we stress for you all, individuals that are just following random people on X and YouTube, to tap into our private CYPRX community. If you guys want access to our private CYPRX Discord, where you not only have access to my personal dollar cost average positions, but you also have access to our vast amount of crypto related research. Today alone, on February 14th, 2024, you can see there were 23 new messages shared from our private CYPRX researchers in the private CYPRX chat. Loads of fundamentals, loads of PDFs, loads of video clips that are never going to make the mainstream media. This is how you survive long term. This is how you stay in the loop. And this is how you avoid FUD that swept the retailers, like, for example, this IPV bullcrap. And this is how you stay in the game, by joining a valuable community that provides nothing but education on a day-to-day, weekly, and monthly basis. Many blessings to you guys. If you enjoyed this video breakdown, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. I'm super bullish on Casper long term. What will happen in the short term? For me personally, anything under 5 cents, I will consistently seek to dollar cost average in, because under 5 cents comparative to where price action was during the 2021 bull market high at roughly around 24 to 25 cents, is significantly decreased from where it was then. Many blessings to you guys. Be cognizant, be aware. I'm not telling you guys to go out there and buy Casper. Do your own personal research, but hopefully this video breakdown just goes to show why you should never give in to FUD, why you should do your own personal research, and why you should tap into a community that provides value. As always, I will see you guys in the next video breakdown.